we've got the KKSB 13-inch screen stand. Are you folks ready for this? I'm really excited about this. I mean, I've seen 7-inch screens. I've seen 3.5-inch screens. 13 inches? What? Okay, look at the size of the... Do you see the Raspberry Pi there on the left-hand side?
Huh.
Compare that to the size of this box. Okay. All right, what do we got here? Okay, we've got some instructions. This is basic assembly. Looks pretty simple. We'll refer to that in just a couple of moments. And there it is. That's what we get from KKSB. We've got the stand itself, which we're going to get a look at. Looks nice. As always with KKSB, I'm always impressed with them. Everything is, like, a lot of their stuff is made of of steel. It's good, solid stuff. It's not like a plastic stand. That is steel, my friends. And then we've got the case itself. This is a metal case for the Raspberry Pi. And, of course, that would fit any compatible SBC, like, say, an Asus Tinkerboard, for example, if you want a little more power. We've got a couple of bits in there. Looks like some standoffs and some screws. Okay, so let's get the case out here, Sasha.
All right.
That's all there is to it. Yeah. So let's get a look at the instructions and see what I actually have to do. Now, first step is I need the actual screen, and this is the first box I held up here tonight, and it's so big that I'm gonna have to clear some space here on the desk. Look at the size of that compared to the Raspberry Pi.
My goodness.
I'm gonna have to actually clear some space here. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, there we have it. All right, we've got some basic instructions here. In particular, with the Raspberry Pi, there are some things that we're going to have to add to the config. We'll look at that in just a couple of minutes, but hold on to that. We've got a power supply. Got a barrel connector there, and there you go, 12 volts, 1,000 milliamps.
Nice.
Okay, set that aside. We've got a USB cable. This is actually, believe it or not, this is also a touch screen. So we're going to need that USB cable to operate the touch. And we've got a nice little short HDMI cable to connect the Pi, and we've got a universal connector just in case you're not here in Canada or the US. There is the screen. Look at that, Sash. Wow. Okay, so think about this for a second. This is a Raspberry Pi 3 case/screen. We've got the connectors on the back to actually mount it to, 13.3 inch. And for those of you wondering, this is 1080p. It's got a film there, which we're going to remove in just a couple of moments, but we'll leave it on there for a moment. Just a protective film.
Yeah. Well, you're
All right.
flipping on its face.
Okay, so step one. Let's see here. We've got to put these little plastic little risers onto the back of the screen here. So we'll dig through our trusty little bag of goodies. There we are. 1 and 2. Some exciting TV right there, Sasha. Yeah.
And
go.
4.
Through the magic of television, I can speed things up, which is a beautiful thing for those of you watching at home. All right, what else have I got? Okay, so step 2. Let's see what's next. All right, we've got that. We've got the stand. Need to put that here, and I'm actually going to need to screw the case into the stand. So I'm going to need these little metal risers. Everything's just pictures for the instructions, but I guess the visual of the video tonight will help as well. Then I'm going to put these screws in here, if I can get a hold of them. There's one, and where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is, on my screwdriver. Okay, so now flip this over, and we're going to put these metal little riser type washers on there. They're a little thicker than the standard washer. And now put that onto the underside of the stand. So this is not going to go on the face side. Keep in mind the monitor is going to go on that side, but just like that. Couple of nuts to hold it on. There we go. We can speed things up for you. And get those tightened up. Nothing too difficult here, Sasha.
So far, easy peasy.
As simple as that. And that's the KKSB design, and they make some fantastic high-end stands. So if you're looking at KKSB versus competition, keep in mind what you're seeing here today. This is a nice steel stand, and we're going to pop that Raspberry Pi in there. Now that we've got that mounted on the back, it's just going to just slide right in there, as is the case with KKSB. Everything is perfectly molded and ready to go. And now I need I need some little risers here. These don't look like the ones, though. These are a little bit too thick. Yeah, they definitely... That's not the one that's going to fit in there. So, looking at my bag of tricks, what else have I got here? Let's see. That's not going to work. Not going to just screw it directly in. I need to have some kind of standoffs there. Aha! Bag number 2. These ones look a little more promising. Yes. Much finer. Look at that. Okay, so get the Raspberry Pi in there. Now, according to the instructions, I just need to put these standoffs in the bottom.
Oh.
Right here. And I'll speed this up just because, screwing these in by hand is not all that exciting for you to watch. There you go. No tools needed. I guess I shouldn't say that. I do need a Phillips screwdriver to screw in the final screws, but a lot of this stuff is just done by hand. There you go. Just get that in there nice and tight, nice and snug. For those of you looking for the screen, they are at cat5.tv/pi. And there you go. So those 2 standoffs are holding the Raspberry Pi 3 in place. And now I'm just going to snap this on here. KKSB cases are traditionally very well fitted, and everything's just going to snap together if... yes, there you go.
That's
snap
sweet.
it in. There. Perfect. And you can just feel it go right into its place, and everything is all well aligned there. So Ugur Abba in Discord, it's cat5.tv/pi to see any of the Raspberry Pi peripherals that we review here on Category 5 TV. And of course, this case and the screen is there as well. If you're watching live, it will take about 24 hours before you'll see that there. Now, I'm just lining up these long screws. Do you see that through the air vent? I just got to kind of make sure that that gets through the hole and screw that in with this Allen key that has been provided. Too easy.
This is perfect.
Perfect indeed, Sasha. I could do this with one hand tied behind my back. There we go. This would make a fantastic kiosk, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I gotta put these back on because I've knocked them off. I don't know why that was step 1. It could have been whatever step this is now.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so now line all those up with the screw holes for the back plate there, and we're gonna put this all together. There you go. So this is just going to mount right onto the back of that 13.3-inch screen. Remember, this is 1080p, folks. I want to check these risers that are seemingly extra. They don't seem to be for anything. I'm not sure what they're for. Maybe I could elevate those plastic pieces, but it doesn't seem necessary. So I won't use them today. We'll call those the extra bits. It's like when you buy something from IKEA and you've got a couple of extra screws left over. You know what?
They're just a bonus. Bonus
yes,
bits.
Bonus bits. There you go. 16K, you think, do you there, Ugur Abba? No, this is 1080p, realistically. Sony has been working on some 16K technology, but it's going to be a while before we see it on a Raspberry Pi case.
All right, a quick sidestep from the live show, because after the show, I've noticed that the screws here that are holding the case, like the stand itself to the monitor, are actually touching the back of the screen. And so I realized, I think that might be what these extra standoffs are for. So for the sake of accuracy, and just because you may want to do this right the first time, let's give that a try. And again, I've sped this up just for the sake of good TV. I don't know that these standoffs are going to make, like, it doesn't look like it's causing any damage on the back of the screen, but I figure, hey, if that's what the manufacturer has included them for, then we definitely want to use them. Okay, so the reason that these didn't fit when I was doing this live is because I had the plastic washers on the other side of these. It looks like this actually goes the other way around. So it's like maybe you can use a standoff or a washer, but this is definitely going to solve the fact that it's touching, the screw is touching the screen, and they do fit as long as you don't have the washer there. So I think just step one was not very clear in the picture. You couldn't see those standoffs under the plastic. So I think step one is actually showing these standoffs with those plastic washers on top. But of course, in the picture, you can only see the plastic washers. You can't actually see the standoffs, just like right now. So now you have it. There we go. There's the difference. So again, I don't know that the screws going directly into this was going to cause any issue. The standoffs are also very, very close to touching the back of the monitor. I think it just avoids screwing into the monitor itself, accidentally pushing on the back. And now let's pick it up where we left off.
All right, let's grab that short little HDMI cable and plug that into the Raspberry Pi. There you go, and it's going to come around the side. Check this out. We've got all these inputs on the side here. We've got HDMI. I see. Well, let's get a better look here. So straight into the HDMI there for the Raspberry Pi. But we've also got HP, I'm not sure, that looks like an audio adapter, VGA, HDMI, touch, and DC. So the DC adapter we know is provided, but we want to connect that touch as well. I'm actually a little pleasantly surprised, if you will, a little shocked that this has multi-touch built in. Because it's, you know, you're just expecting a really nice little screen, but to have that multi-touch as well.
So touch just means that you wouldn't need a keyboard at all, really?
You don't need a mouse.
Yeah,
and I suppose if you wanted to, you could use an on-screen keyboard, but for a kiosk or just for general use, if you want to put LCARS on there, then there you go. But doesn't that look beautiful?
Yeah.
Just stunning. So you've got a couple cables sticking out of the side there, but that's nothing to be concerned about. I mean, it looks really good, really clean. And the final thing.
The final thing.
Sasha, yes. The final thing, as I shimmy on over here. The final thing that we need to do is configure this to work with the screen. So you noticed on the instructions that I pulled out of the box there was a little bit of information about what I need to do a little extra for Raspberry Pi. Now, I mentioned that it has multi-touch, so keep in mind that I believe for Raspberry Pi, it's single touch. But if you have it connected to a computer, say a Windows 10 machine or something like that, then you've got multi-touch as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just a Raspberry Pi screen. You can connect this to other devices as well. But of course, with the KKSB components, it's like the perfect Raspberry Pi system. So I just want to bring it up on my screen here. I've got the SD card plugged into my laptop. And with that, all right, on Windows 10, I can see the config.txt file. So with this, I want to just scroll right to the end of this file, and add those lines. I'm just going to type those right in now. We'll call this the beautiful KKSB 13-inch screen case from cat5.tv/pi. So I have no idea what these things do. It's just I'm following the directions. I'm doing what I'm told. Max USB current equals 1, HDMI group equals 2, HDMI mode equals 82, HDMI CVT 1920 1080 60 6000. I presume that means 1080p, 60 frames per second, and there we go. So it'll take a split second to boot that thing up. Once it's up, we'll be back and we'll actually show you what this system looks like on screen. This is the KKSB 13.3-inch Raspberry Pi case screen, multi-touch screen. It's
Super cool.
beautiful. I can't wait to boot this up. We'll see it after this quick little break. Stick around. For a limited time, get your hands on limited edition shirts from the Category 5 TV network. These high-quality shirts are manufactured by Teespring, a fundraising website, and your purchase will help support the shows we produce. Get yours today and send us your pictures to be featured on the corresponding show. Visit cat5.tv/shirts to support us and get your official network shirt today. cat5.tv/shirts. Welcome back. This is Category 5 Technology TV, and we are looking at the KKSB 13.3-inch Raspberry Pi multi-touch screen case.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
What were you saying in the chat room? Somebody was saying in Discord?
Marshman said those numbers will set resolution and over-under scan, so the image fits.
Oh,
so then,
over and under scan. So if you've got like a border around the screen, for example, then you can adjust that. Okay,
Right.
okay. In this case, I guess because of the instructions saying 000,
then you don't have...
I guess maybe no overscan? Mm-hmm. Let's find out. Should we get right over to it?
Yeah.
Find the button, and there we go.
Beauty.
Ta-da! I touched the screen, and it came to life.
Yay.
Sasha, do you want to walk over there?
I would love to.
And you
Okay.
can actually...
I'll Vanna White this.
Sasha's going to just jump right over there and be our Vanna. Okay, so first of all, we've got some kind of rippling going on. Do you want to peel off the... Now, okay, I want to just say, this is not a Samsung Galaxy Fold.
Right.
So it's safe.
peeling off the
Yeah, it's safe to
polymer is
peel
safe.
off the polymer. Let's take a look around. So this is
Okay.
so 13.3 inches. How can we like give you some kind? What? That's not really a good comparison. I've nothing but a smartphone. Does that
That's
help
a
at
pretty
all?
big smartphone.
That's a pretty big smartphone. This is the F1, the Pocophone F1. So comparison wise,
My
screen
hand.
There's your hand. Okay. So how's the touch, Sasha? Because we haven't had to do, and I know that they can't really see you
Can
here.
I
but
play around a little bit with
I
this?
think it would be best if you do.
Okay, so
we
let's-
haven't done any calibration. All we've done is booted up Raspbian, and this is
Okay.
just Raspbian Linux.
Let me go
There
to
you
games.
Can you go to games?
Yeah, Python
Okay.
games. It's
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's
This is just a vanilla. Wow, that's a really fun game that you've
That
got there,
seems
Sasha.
boring. Let's
But
get out of games.
I'm looking, and it looks like it's. I mean, that's a really fine, fine resolution. There you go. But
Oh. I opened a game.
oh, there you go.
Here we go.
She's like, "Yay! I did it by accident, but it works." Can you-
oh,
how is the calibration?
it's it's working. It's good.
So when you touch stuff, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard something.
Oh yeah, it's making some noises.
So the screen also has built-in speakers coming off the HDMI.
This
Can you guys
is-
hear that from my mic?
You'd hear it more if I was playing
Yeah,
faster.
win, Sasha, win. There we go. Very nice. Okay, what else can you do?
Okay.
So this is just Raspbian on the KKSB 13-inch screen.
Okay, so let's see. We have Office, so LibreOffice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's try and open one of these.
This is great.
Office Calc.
Wow.
Let's see. Do.
There's a keyboard at your feet if you care to grab a keyboard.
And then
Well, it's just there.
as I knock over the whole set.
Yes. Unplug it. You can. It was just on the charger. That's why it's at your feet.
Oh.
There's a power switch right there. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it already? Oh yeah, look at that.
So is it? So
Oh, that's quick.
yeah, just move your keyboard down so that we get the
Oh.
screen in focus there. There we go. So touch wise,
Good.
everything
This is
works. Like if I touch
perfect.
here. Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is great. I want this. No, don't say.
Wow. Did you
That's
folks
so
see that?
fast.
That was like a little time, regardless of the speed of the Raspberry Pi 3. The fact that she was able to touch that little X in the top right, and we didn't have to do any calibration,
Yeah.
that is astonishing.
Ultra intuitive.
Wow. I love this. Size-wise, Sasha, how does it feel?
Feels great.
Can we, like, how can I, like, if I had a laptop, or, like, I could pull my laptop out and show you size comparison-wise?
Yeah.
Does that help at all? Like, this is approximately a little bit smaller than my laptop screen, which is covered in dust.
This is the perfect size, really. Oh, I don't want to do shutdown. X. Get out of there.
I wasn't watching. What did you do?
Oh, just pressing buttons.
Pushing buttons.
What I do best. Internet, Chromium web browser. Oh,
All right.
that's not what I picked. I picked Claws Mail. Cancel. Okay. Internet. Oh, sometimes if you hit it with your knuckle, it doesn't work. So,
This is in full resolution 1080p. I might even want to put it
There
in
we
like
go.
720p just to
make it a
just so
little
that
bigger.
it's not so tiny. Mm-hmm. But so if you go to like, I mean, this is just web browser on Raspbian, no big deal. But so there you
Yeah.
have it. I mean, there's the KKSB case. Can we just? I'm gonna, if you want to come back around
Yeah.
here, Sasha. I'm just gonna bring this back up and let's actually get a look at it as far as how this looks. There you go. So this is a little bit of a, a different view for you, but that's just absolutely awesome. And there's the Raspberry Pi sitting on the back. Nice and solid. And you saw Sasha there kind of operating things for us. I think just right there is the perfect spot for it if I don't knock everything over. So the KKSB 13.3-inch Raspberry Pi screen case is available at cat5.tv/pi. Now these are brand new, and so stock is coming about. We're starting to see it in America, and it's certainly it's available internationally as well through their website. You can get to their website by going to our website, category5.tv, clicking on support the show, and then you'll see partner links. And in the partner links, you'll see KKSB, both international and US. But just a quick way to find this particular device, the screen and the case, it's available at cat5.tv/pi. I'm really, really excited about this because there's never really been this kind of kiosk case ready and available to the consumer market. You see them sometimes like in businesses and things, and you know that they pay so much for those things. But this is the perfect little kiosk for like sitting at your front desk or even just for your personal use for your kitchen counter. Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
Recipes. It could help me cook.
Oh my gosh. This is perfect. Next step is I got to experiment with the on-screen keyboard, getting that configured, because I think that would be the next best thing is actually using the on-screen keyboard to be able to control it.
Yeah.
Because it's a full Linux computer. It's not a tablet. You're not limited to like iOS or something like that.
Right.
This is a full Debian-based computer. So whether it be internet surfing or installing apps or whatever you want to do, it's all available to you. It's Raspbian. It is just a Raspberry Pi 3 sitting on the back of it.
So could you put RetroPie on that and then
Yes.
play?
Oh. It would be extreme overkill in some ways because you wouldn't really have a use for the touch screen, but you could do it. And it would become like a portable screen for your RetroPie. Although, that said, I kind of laugh about that suggestion because, RetroPie on a touchscreen is overkill. But remember, RetroPie, Raspbian, all the different distros that you can put on a Raspberry Pi are on an SD card.
Right.
So you can safely shut it down, pull the SD card for Raspbian, put in your gaming card for RetroPie, boot it up, use it for gaming,
right,
and then unplug that and plug back in the other one, and you can just keep swapping back and forth, whatever you want to do. So if you want to take it to the cottage and use that as a screen for watching movies and playing video games, you can. And then when you bring it home, you can put it back into recipe mode for the kitchen.
Right.
How cool is that?
I love it.
cat5.tv/pi to pick one of those up.